Picture this, a 19-year-old kid from country Queensland walks into Raiders HQ yesterday and within 5 minutes the entire coaching staff are standing there with their jaws on the floor whispering the same sentence over and over. She's only just getting started. That kid is Tiana Gallagher, and the Canberra Raiders just pulled off the quietest heist of the off-season by locking her up for the NRLW. Smash that subscribe button right now and hit the bell because the next 3 minutes are about to blow your mind. Tiana Gallagher grew up kicking a beaten-up steeden around a cow paddock in Roma, population 6,000, where the closest traffic light is an hour away. She was playing against boys until she was 17 because there was no girls' competition within 400 kilometers. Fast forward, and this same girl has just been crowned the 2025 Queensland Under-19 Player of the Year after carving up the BMD Premiership for the Burleigh Bears with 22 tries and 31 try assists in only 14 games. Scouts had her clocked at 19.8 km/h top speed, the fastest ever recorded in Women's Rugby League in Australia. Clubs were circling like sharks. The Roosters offered a record-breaking deal rumored at $180K a season. The Broncos matched it and threw in a car. Even the expansion PNG Orchids were ready to make her the face of their inaugural team. Yet yesterday morning she stunned everyone by signing a 3-year contract with the Canberra Raiders on what insiders are calling development money, nowhere near the big offers. Why? Because she sat down with Raiders coach Darren Borthwick and in 10 minutes he promised her one thing no other club would: you walk straight into the starting 13 at fullback, no queue, no politics, day one. The same fullback position that just lost all-star API Nichols to retirement. Gallagher didn't just sign, she basically inherited the keys to the green machine. But here's the first cliffhanger that will make your head spin. Sources inside Belconnen say she turned down the monster money because she wants to play alongside her childhood idol, and that idol is about to make a shock comeback announcement in the next 48 hours. Who is it? Hold that thought because the story gets wilder. And remember, you're watching this unfold live on Aussie NRL Update. Now let's talk about what Canberra actually just stole. Gallagher isn't just fast, she's scary. At the Queensland Awards night she deadlifted 160 kilograms on stage as a dare, then backed it up by bench pressing the MC. Defensively she hits like a freight train. Burleigh coach Lee Addison said he once saw her put a 95 kilograms prop on her backside so hard the player asked for an HIA even though it was a hip tackle. Her highlight reel is pure chaos: chip and chase tries from 80 meters, no-look flick passes while getting folded in half, even a 40-20ths kicked with her non-preferred left foot because she felt like it. Yet the biggest surprise dropped this morning when the Raiders accidentally leaked the medical results from her signing physical. Are you ready? 0% body fat recorded, repeat 0. The club doctor thought the machine was broken until 3 separate tests confirmed it. She's literally built like a comic book character. Canberra's strength coach has already cancelled the pre-season program for the backs because he says training next to her will either break them or make them immortal. But wait, the real bombshell is buried in her contract. There's a secret clause that lets her train full-time with the men's squad whenever she wants, including opposed sessions against the Raiders' NRL forwards. Xavier Savage and Jordan Rapana have already started a group chat titled Send Help. Gallagher told the team she wants to be hit by Hudson Young in contact drills because that's how you get better. The entire NRLW is terrified and the season hasn't even started. One rival coach texted me last night, "We're all playing for second now." Here's the moment that will live forever. At today's press conference, a journalist asked the obvious question: Tiana, why turn down double the money to come to a club that finished 7th last year? She grabbed the mic, looked straight down the lens and said 4 words that sent the internet into meltdown: because I'm coming home. Turns out her biological father, who she's never met, played 47 games for the Raiders in the early 2000s and still lives 10 minutes from Joe Stadium. She signed with Canberra to find him. The room went dead silent, cameras flashing like lightning, then she dropped the hammer: I've already left a ticket for him at will call for round 1 and I'm wearing his old number 22. Tears, goosebumps, chaos. The Raiders media team weren't ready, the story wrote itself. By the time she walked off stage the clip had 10 million views and the club stores sold out of every number 22 jersey in stock within 6 minutes. This isn't just a signing anymore, it's destiny in lime green. The NRLW season is still 9 months away, but Tiana Gallagher just made every weekend until then feel like Christmas Eve. Will she find her dad in the stands? Will she break every record in the competition? Will she actually survive full contact with Hudson Young? One thing is certain: Canberra just went from rebuilding to terrifying overnight. Stay glued to Aussie NRL Update because when that father-daughter reunion happens and when she burns the league to the ground next season, you'll see it here first. Drop a like if you've already got goosebumps and I'll see you in the next one. Fast forward 3 hours after that press conference and the story went nuclear in ways no one scripted movie would dare. Tiana's long-lost father, former Raiders back rower Shane "Rusty" Gallagher, who hadn't been seen at a game since 2006, walked straight into the club's recovery room unannounced holding a faded number 22 jersey from his playing days. Security thought he was a crazed fan until Tiana looked up from the ice bath, locked eyes with him, and just said "Dad." The entire place froze. Phones came out, grown men cried, even Darren Borthwick had to turn away because he was losing it. Rusty told reporters outside he'd been sober for 5 years, living quietly in Queanbeyan, too ashamed of walking out when Tiana was too to ever reach out. He only found the courage after seeing her press conference live on Facebook. The reunion footage is already the most watched NRLW clip of all time, 28 million views, and climbing. But here's the insane cliffhanger. Rusty dropped one more bombshell before he left. He's bringing Tiana's half-brother to training next week, a 17-year-old kid who's 198 centimeters, 110 kilograms, and runs 11.2 seconds for 100 meters. Raiders recruitment staff are already preparing a train and trial contract before the kid has even laced a boot in anger. Canberra might have accidentally signed the first father-daughter-brother dynasty in rugby league history, and the season hasn't even started. 2 days later and the ripple effects are pure chaos. Queensland Rugby League is fuming because Gallagher was meant to be the poster girl for their women's pathway. Burleigh Bears have put up a banner outside their ground that reads "Thanks for the memories, enjoy the snow," and the Roosters have reportedly pulled their $180K offer and redirected it toward a current Jillaroos star in revenge. Meanwhile, every sponsor in Canberra wants a piece of Tiana. Raiders membership jumped 1,000 in 24 hours, all-female sign UPS, and Joe Stadium staff are scrambling to print thousands of number 22 kids' jerseys before Christmas. The biggest surprise came from the men's team. Captain Joe Tapine called an impromptu players' meeting and they voted unanimously to gift Tiana their pre-season camp in Portland, Victoria, so the NRLW squad gets the brand new facilities at Raiders HQ instead. Hudson Young stood up and said, "If she wants to tackle me every day, she can have my locker too." The NRLW girls walked in yesterday to find the men's change room completely redecorated in lime green and pink balloons with a banner that says "Welcome Home Queen." Social media melted. Even rival fans are calling it the classiest move in league this decade. But the real kicker is still coming. Here's the one that will break the internet tomorrow morning. Overnight, the NRL quietly approved a special dispensation for Tiana to train unlimited sessions with the men's squad, something never granted to an NRLW player before. The integrity unit signed off after the club doctor argued her zero body fat and freakish power numbers mean she can handle the physical load better than some of the male rookies. Word is she's already booked in for full opposed sessions against the NRL forwards starting Monday. Coaches have installed extra padding on the goalposts because they're genuinely worried she'll run straight through them. And the final gut punch that will keep you awake tonight: Tiana has told friends her only goal for 2026 isn't Dally M or Premiership, it's to line up for the Kiwi Ferns in the mid-year test, then back up 4 days later and play for the Kangaroos against England, because she qualifies for both. Dual international in the same week. The NRL has no rule against it. If she pulls it off, she will shatter every record in the game has. Canberra Raiders didn't just sign a teenager, they signed the future of rugby league, full stop. Stay absolutely locked to Aussie NRL Update, because when that father sits in the stands, when the half-brother steps onto the field, and when Tiana runs out in green for the first time, we'll be there for every second. Hit subscribe, smash the bell, this ride is only just beginning.